Hello, and good morning, everyone. I am trying to make sure I've got everything set up, because I forgot to make sure everything was going to show up properly. Okay, it looks like it will. And let us go over to this scene. And for the moment, I'm going to move myself over here. So we can play with Rusty's a little bit first, while we wait for everyone to get in here. Hold on. I did not connect it. There we go. You guys can be part of the group, although I might have to redo that because I actually want us to start new swap where that is. Thank you. I'm actually gonna put it over here. That way it's in the same spot as it is for you guys. But for me, it'll go under the screen when I get that far. And then where is this chat box? Dink? Dink? No? Which of these? No? No? There we go. I don't know what window it just did that to, though. That wasn't this one. Okay. There might be another window that thinks it's supposed to be on top at all times. Whoopsies! If so. I hope I got that done earlier. I'm trying to remember how to do anything, don't mind me. Oh, our little spirits isn't playing. And then, oh yeah, let me turn the Rusty's music on, which is part of why it's even here. There we go. I think we're all set up for the most part. Let me open this again. I'm just gonna recalibrate my model again. Hello! Let me do the things, thank you. There we go. I'm hoping to not look like I'm looking up all day. I keep doing that by accident, because I sit up more appropriately when I'm setting things up, but then like I lean back and relax more. You can see the Chibi's back here. I'll move her over here. I was trying to do something with the mouth, but I just... because I wanted the smile, the big smile, to be different, but I just cannot figure out what I want to do with it. So we'll be going back to the hair. Because yeah, that one we got to go in the one direction, but not the other direction yet. But first, into Rusty's. I actually want to start a new farm, because the awesome one is new. I think. I don't think I have that one unlocked yet. Because this is the sandy desert that we're in now. I unlocked this from it. I want that layout. I don't think I had the oasis unlocked yet. Lying to me? Oh no! Wait, what? Supposedly I unlocked it today. Like when I opened it, I guess. They changed something? Huh. I feel like I'm not supposed to have the desert oasis yet, though. I feel like I should have unlocked that when I finished the cherry blossom forest, but I don't think I've done a cherry blossom forest yet, so. Alright, let's create this place. Oh. Did it have any? Hold on. Where's the menu? Main menu. Nope, nope, not on it. Back button. I said new. Build in between the cherry trees. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything, because like this one, crops dry out if left unattended kind of thing. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything I was missing in detail-wise. So we just have less land because of things. Right, let me join. Nope, that's the wrong way to type. Join. Blue. Oh wait, I forgot. I needed to reconnect it, didn't I? Yep, because it's a new save. Think. Try again. Join. Blue. There we go. Hello? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. We are just getting started today. I'm getting a new farm set up in Rusty's real quick before we actually get started. And much else. Weird that it's telling you this is, you know, the first bush is available, but obviously I haven't unlocked it yet. Interesting. We can actually, like, see the other menus now, but we can, like, see what's underneath of them to have an idea as to what they will be. That's good. Okay, I can't afford a second patch already. Do I want to make a second patch just to get us started? And the size of these things is going to be a bit weird. I do like having my fields together. Okay, so I can fit 2 fields here. I think we'll do this. I'm going to move this down here. That way the 2 are together. Now the biofuel can stay where it is. And for now, we've got me and him. And I've got a little bit of stuff. Maybe we'll go ahead and make ourselves a little water bot. Just to get ourselves started. Yeah, I don't think the biofuel bot's super needed. We'll go harvest bot. Second robot. And let's get into this. Yeah, for now, biofuel needs to stay up high on his list. Normally I turn that down once I get a biofuel bot, but because we're going to be doing this stuff first, for now, we go that order. Watering will be more important than harvesting. Keep things alive. I know how this works. I'm not going to do it right now. Please stop telling me that I can. Okay, so our first place is here. So 4 and 4. We'll just do that 4. This 4. And then this one. Just do 4 and 4. And then once this is moved, I'll just make like this whole thing cabbages. My cabbages! We'll need a decent amount of cabbages in the long run. But we also need to make sure that we have at least 3 different crops growing so we can actually make the biofuel. I'll do 3 rows of cabbages and 1 more row of radishes just because of how much we need for this. Because, well, radishes harvest twice. Cabbages harvest 3 times. We might do 2 rows of this. Yeah, we'll do the 3 in one of those, I think. Finish moving the thing. My goodness, you take so long. Okay, it's done. Yep, yep, yep. I'll go to this. Yep. And between my robot and those 2, and the robots we're building, that should be well maintained for a bit. Hey, thank you. I just saw that. I was distracted by the Rusties. But yes, I rigged my little chibi here myself. And the only thing is that I might still need to check if there's a mouth movement versus mic delay, because a lot of people have to do like a little bit of a sound delay on their speaking so that it matches up better. But otherwise, yeah, I rigged my own little chibi here, and it has V-Bridger. And my little gremlin is yelling at me. 1 second. Alright. The little gremlin was just like, kiddo help is always the best help. Yes, yes, the 3-year-old is so great at helping. He, Uh-huh. Alright, let me put myself back in the other corner now that we're done poking at Rusty's for a little bit. That way I'm not in front of the parameters. Alright, this one? Yes. So we were working on this guy, we literally got it in one direction the last time I was here, and then I had to run away. Let's see. All of those are physics type things. I think this one, I want to give it its own thing 6xy 8. Because that's just that tiny little section out here. I believe. That's the little guy, right? Yeah. Why did it give me such a big box for such a little... Oh, because yeah, it does go all the way back there. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, kitty shark. Welcome in. Thank you for your help on the farm. Here, let me move the farm part of the farm up higher so we can see it better. There you guys go. Now you can see us. And then, look, our first wheats are already done, so let's just go ahead and plop some more of those in. Look at you being pink. So cool. Alright. Go back into here. Because yeah, I just think that this particular strand should like go further under as we're turning. And I just didn't feel like it was doing that. I think maybe instead I want to grab it this way to do it. And then that highlight, I might need to actually do something about that then. That highlight in just a second. I'm not sure how I feel about that because it looks like... Yeah, the underfill was pushed in so that it looked like it was connected. I guess if anything, that needs to be different on this side. You just scoot it in at all. Yeah, that looks fine. It's just that now this highlight here, a little wonky. I thought I rigged the highlight itself somewhere so that way... Not there. No, I guess it just happened to work well enough. I could... Select all these objects. Okay, so it's just this piece and this piece. I do this. There! Now, let's not pop it off there. Your gremlin needs a nap. Thank you. And yes, good luck to the nap times. My gremlin stopped napping quite a while ago. And it's one of the saddest things, in my opinion, because it makes him very grouchy on any given day. He's just no fun because of it. And it's like, dude, you do this to yourself. Why? You could be having such a better time right now if you, just napped, man. You know? No. He refuses. Alright, let me look at that. Yeah, okay, there's just like a weird dent in this. That's not helping. Right, yeah. Brain. I think your older one is the same position, like life would be much better for all parties if you just rested. Yeah. I have 3 kids who are ages almost 10, 7, and 3. Almost 10 turns 10 next month. Which I'd still have to do, like, birthday party planning and yada. And I'm just like, oh god. Stuff to do, stuff to do. But yeah, the oldest and the youngest both decided at like the age of 2.5, if not like 2, no more naps. We don't need naps. I'm like, no, you need naps. Like, no, I don't think so. And it's like, my dude, you're causing suffering for everyone. Why? You're suffering the most. This is not necessary. You don't have to be like this. No, they think they have to be like this. I'm like, my guy, why? I wonder if I was using Smooth All when I did that. I probably was. I feel like that was something I was doing to help make it feel fluffier. Alright. Let's reset to default so we stop having the weird mouth open. Alright, so now let's go this way. I'm gonna go ahead and put Smooth All on, like I was saying. Hello, that is not... I love when I click things that I didn't mean to click. I wanted this X button, thank you. Just wanted to go ahead. Shape this a little bit preemptively. Go ahead and drag it over. Have a good one, Minari. Good luck with the napping. But yeah, I know the feels all too well. Let's see. I want you to stretch out this way a bit more. Okay, if we see the head a little bit of a piece of hair, it's fine. You do just need to. It's like, I do want to have a little bit of a space up here. Right, that was something. I forgot. I was looking at this, and this felt really weird to me. I forgot about that. Oh, the pink got its own XY. Is this the one I'm thinking of? You? It is you. You just stick out really weirdly over here. Like you're just stretching too much. You're gonna get your own little thing to XY. 8. This direction here alone, that needs to push it, because that was just getting too fat. The rest of it looked okay. It was just right there, that one was getting too big. So like it should get a little bigger, because we are stretching here. It's closer to the camera, etc, etc. But like it looked a little extra weird, man. Too much. Okay. That might help a little bit with getting this part to better. A little more curving. Less on the bottom. You know, I'm wondering if around that time they'll start taking naps. Like, you know, they're just like, no naps as toddlers. But they're gonna become, you know, wannabe teenagers that immediately are like, no, now we nap. I'll be like, now you need to do work. What are you doing? Like, that's what's gonna happen. Because them sleeping at a convenient time, that doesn't sound like something that will ever happen in my life. Let's move the bottom. It's like this. It's like curvatures. Right, I've got the smooth thing on, so that's causing a little bit of this. Eye is getting slightly bigger. This is looking a little. Just this side. That looks like too much. Too much. Maybe further back. I'm gonna pull this guy for a bit, I think. Okay, let's see. Pull this in. Pull it out. Like I'm trying to squish this section, I feel like. Let's do more like this. Squishing that. No, not that square. Wrong square. Feels like the outside is turning downwards a bit. I feel like this spot right here needs to come down slightly. Maybe a little more. Okay. Yeah. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay. Next. Real quick. Very early on in our Rusty's farm, so we need to pay attention to what all it needs. We do still need a decent amount of wheat, so we're just gonna do a quick wheat run there. We need a decent amount of radishes. Some radishes are still cooking over there. We'll do that. And then we'll do some leeks in these spots as they get filled up. We got ourselves a little bit of biofuel. How much is going to be our first things of buying? Right, I will convert one just so you stop telling me that I can convert things. Alright. Haiku's going to be another farm hand when we get that far. It's going to be a little bit before we can really, get like a whole another section. And then this is such a little section too. It looks like, yeah, that is so small. And there's so much tree. Lordy. I'm thinking, I might go ahead and just make 2 more fields here. Since we've got the money too. So we've got Kitty Shark, myself, and Rusty here doing the watering, plus our initial 2 robots, so I think we can afford to handle more farms and get this going a bit more. I can actually go ahead and afford you soon. Hold on. Yes. So we can also go ahead and get this biofuel bot going. Can I make another biofuel converter? Not yet. So I can put it like another biofuel converter down here when we get that far. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, poor kitty. Yeah, I'm just expanding our little farm just a little bit more. Because with all the extra helping hands, I'm like, we can go ahead and just expand our fields rather quickly. And get another biofuel bot so that way Rusty isn't responsible or getting a first biofuel bot. So Rusty doesn't have to be responsible for filling that thing up. That way Rusty can move that down. I'm really annoyed that the green dot's showing, because it's deciding to show us the menu exists beforehand. Like, please make the green dot go away. Right, I wanted to put leeks in here once those were ready. And then... do we not harvest? Unless, like, told? Like, I thought they just kind of did, like, work in general. But, like, I'm gonna make myself harvest. And you can stay on watering. We can get these, fields going faster. Yeah, I got a decent number of turnips over there, so that should be doing okay. I'm gonna get these carrots rolling soon, but back over here first. I'm gonna work on this Y. Yeah. Okay. So for this up direction, obviously, let's turn that off for a second. I was gonna grab from the center and pull up first. Gonna make our little overall curvy shape. Probably make that not go quite that extreme. So pull the other edges, it'll be a little less extreme. How's that feel? Turn. Let's pull that down because it just feels like that section was moving up a lot faster than the rest. That for a second. Pull the bottom down more. I guess this is gonna straighten out a bit because, like, the curve would be like the center here going up. So, like, this side straighten out a bit. This is so off center. Curve should be going down this way. You gotta think about your perspective curves. Yeah, I'm acting like this is more towards the center when it is not. Is that good for the top? Not quite, a little small. Especially since this one's behind that one, it should kind of shrink down. It's uppies. The uppies. Maybe ever so slightly. So I need to come. This needs to pull out. It's like it's rounded. We're not getting enough of a curve in that, so we just need to pull those up to make a little curvier. It looks like it's actually on someone's, head and not just flat. Nope, don't do that. At this point, I want you to retain your control structure. Just trying to shove you in a bit because these need to get small. Alright, yes. It's looking like something. I feel like the center here needs to move up slightly though. It's kind of like the highlights didn't feel like they were moving with the other highlights very well. Yes. Alright. Liking that. Now, this one I'm going to do a little differently just because I was thinking about how that ended up at the end. Okay, and then so this section's actually what's getting bigger this time. And then down to make it more of a curve. Need the whole box. Drag it down. End up stretching the top out a bit there. Pull this whole thing down a bit more. Let's see how the bottom next one. Weird. Yeah, okay. And then we close that out. Because here I do want this to start poking out a little bit from behind. There we go. Okay, did I do corners? Okay, I did corners for the centerpiece already. Let's hide that for a second and double check while looking at it this way. Okay, down I'm very happy with. The up, there's still something a little weird right here. I feel like maybe retain the control structure because I kept change things a little too much before. No, that's not it. Let's just pull the outer edge up a bit. This might be what we need. Just slightly there. Pull you down. Okay. Alright, I feel like our initial angles are good. Let's make our corners and see what tragedies befall us. Yep. That sounds about right. How bad is that? Alright, give me... Here, let me just first drag it over for the most part. And do distortion. Think of it. Always helpful. Might need to do something with the... Oh, that's what I need to do, I think. Hold on. Where is this guy? Before we get too into that. Yeah, I only did a weird thing for it on that one. But that's still enough for it to need to do its own corner synthesizing. There we go. Where'd this one go? We'll just, yeah. Just gonna start that over on its synthesizing, because that should actually help that, yeah, see how now that piece isn't sticking out so far since we, went ahead and rendered that bit. Go into here again, and then start our distortion. Again, something like this, I think. Okay. Maybe further in. That's to come down compared to this direction. This way. Alright, that's not looking too shabby. Down, we're gonna end up with something super wonky, because again, we haven't adjusted anything yet. Pull that to there, because I kind of go for like getting the center to about where I think it's supposed to be. And then we go into distortion, which probably is going to be something more like this direction. Twist like this. Down feels mostly good. A little farther forward. Bottom. It's feeling it. It's here. It should be further forward too. You know, I feel like this is moving too far. Alright. Yeah, that feels right. Look at us going. Alright, and then uppies. Causes all the problems yet again. We'll start with getting, again, our center point closest to where we think we're going. Distortion. Because when you synthesize the corners, you have to think about the fact that it's just going to take what we have as our right angle here, what we have as our up angle here, and it's just smushing them in like a straight corner. It's not thinking about the fact that a head turns on a neck, and that's part of why it looks so weird, because it's not synthesizing corners based on an angle, it's synthesizing corners based on a square. And you know, maybe if that's how we moved, it wouldn't look so weird, but that's not how we move. Okay, so that still needs to come further this way. Down. Comes to this portion. That actually might look okay. Okay, that's better. Yeah. It felt ever so slightly off, but it was really hard to pinpoint why. Maybe I can pull this side down slightly still. I think. And down. My bad. Move this guy closer there first. And then distortion. Because yeah, so it just merges it as if it was a straight thing. So you have to think, okay, if I was actually tilting my head down, the top is going forward, the bottom is moving back. Like, that's the first things I do there. I just did it a little too extreme there. And then also, like, the front's going further down than the back. So, like, the whole thing is just not skewed the way it would actually skew when you do corner synthesizing. But it should be fine after that. Why am I not hearing? Rusties, did you stop making audio and I didn't? It did. When I set the new thing. I'm like, why is it so quiet? Because you didn't put the sound back on. My bad. Okay, we'll just do a whole field of the wheat. And that should get us the last of the wheat that we need. Let's do field of carrot. And a field of celery. We'll just do... We can just fill this back up with leeks. And then we'll do celery over here. And then gotta get like 50 and 1,000 for you. So I wanted to just move that over too. continuing to farm for now is pretty much the goal, because it's going to be a bit before we can get other things. Because haiku we can probably stick in this top corner. And I don't really want to build many more farm patches right this second. Don't need to grow too quickly when we have not a whole lot of help. I mean, we have a decent amount of help, but there's a limit. There we go. Now we're not working in the silence. That was an accident. Okay. Looks like the top isn't moving over enough. Like this. Oh, that looks extra weird up that way for some reason. I'll look at it again in a minute. I mean, also the hair should be kind of falling forward at this point, you know? So we're looking downwards. That's the other thing I had to think about gravity too, so even if it did synthesize the corners, thinking about the angle of the neck, it would stick it to the face a bit too hard. Something over there looks really weird now. Here. We're just two. She can come forward just a little because you're, like I said, full. From here down. I think it's the way the shinies are moving in the center is kind of really throwing me off. It's this section here. There was a lot of weirdness that was happening with the shinies in that section. I probably should have just clipped them to the hair bits and called it a day. Well, I couldn't really because all three sections interact weirdly. But the highlights are for the whole section at once. I think I'm happy with that general shape. Or something. I don't know. You need to go this way. You might have a similar thing. This way. Gremlin aggro. Thank you for the work, Lurk. I'm having a gremlin aggro at the moment, but I'll be back in a moment. Alright. I also love that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna talk less because of my throat, and then I have just not shut up today. Oh, the cat's getting very angry. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This one? It's that one. I feel like this, in general, I'm just not sure at what point that should actually. Because clearly the point that it's coming out right now is not great, you know? And I don't know. Maybe. Like, that's too much. Maybe if I make it so it's like an even skinnier end bit. Look as weird in the angles. Okay. Look terrible. We'll turn this way. You can still kind of get like the little bit of a skinny vibe out of it. Yeah, that's starting to feel a little more like a separated section. I think I like the slightly sharper look to that. A little bit. Over here. This feels a bit oddly large. Maybe no. Just drag that down a bit. Drag over. Yes. Okay. And I think we'll leave it at that because even though it's not like perfect, it'll be more easy to spot things that are weird when we have more pieces. And if we quote-unquote over-fix it now, we're going to spend just as much time, if not more, over-fixing it later. This... oh, I do want to... it's this here. Not rotating enough at the bottom. It's like I could see there was something really bugging me with that one. There we go, I think. Yeah. That one was just really bugging me. Alright. So now... open the physics window. Oh my god, you grabbed the physics window properly on the first try? Nonsense. I love it. Oh no, an ad is about to start. Terrible timing. Okay, we obviously haven't done physics on our new hairpiece yet, though. Look at these angles. We're getting them. We're getting somewhere. Okay, the size of the top of it on this corner needs to be changed because it's way too high. So I'm going to do that during the ad break. Because that's what's about to happen here. Okay. So then... let's do this. There feels like a few different issues happening on this side. I feel like this needs to actually be higher and go over more. You come down like this. Okay, yeah. Because like the center feels like it's lifting a bit in this corner. Which maybe that's a problem the center shouldn't be doing, but like I can grab all of it at once because now it feels like it's moving together. What, Bubby? Halloween is in 2 more days, buddy. No, we're not doing the puzzle pieces on Halloween. Where is this? Because I feel like the top of the head feels fine, but there's like a weird little bit of a bounce happening to the bottom pieces of these. So I think I just want to take this and drag both down at the same time. There we go. Okay, and then on this side we have kind of a similar thing happening. Where, yeah, like the pieces were just moving up too high. Maybe back up a smidge. Smidge more down. There we go. Yes. And then I feel like this is giving a bit of a weird vibe, but once we have the other piece of hair that I believe is going to layer on top of that there. Ah! Nippy! It's ad break time, so I'm not sure if you actually are here, but hello, welcome in. I am rigging a little chibi. I think getting the angles for that piece is completed. And now we just gotta give it its physics. What I probably will do is we'll go ahead and do the XY for the piece on this side and do the physics for both of them then. Then we can have all of the bang physics at one time. Yes. Alright. I'm still recovering from being sick, so I'm not as energetic as usual. Here, we're gonna go into the farm again real quick. Move the farm higher up. Alright. Ah. So you are still here. Yay. Not that one, this one. Okay, yeah, so various carrots are in there. It's like... I'm gonna make my robot start watering. Oh, you don't need to work on the biofuel anymore, sir. My bad, Rusty. You got a little robot for that. You can take care of other things. Because if I'm gonna be on watering duty, he can have a priority on harvesting. Okay, and then can I buy... Yeah, not yet. Get out of my way! My friend started playing a game and the thing popped up in the corner right where I was like, I want to, click to buy the thing. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Hopefully new work can be found quickly, and not for my benefit, for your benefit. If I rig you a new outfit or not is not that important in the long grand scheme of things. Jobs are important for many other things than just getting work from me. My phone's going off. So next ad break will probably be make the gremlin some lunch times. I don't want to build a bench just for the sake of building a bench. I feel like I can't even afford the bench. But I feel like having a bench here next to the biofuel guy would be a fun time. Because once we can upgrade things, which is so far away. Why is that so far away in the scheme of buying things? Once we can upgrade the robots, these ones, one biofuel bot for 2 things is plenty, because he'll be able to carry stacks of 3. Alright. So, nearly done on the carrots. What do we have growing? We have leeks, carrots, and celery. So I think I need cabbage then. The radishes. I need radishes too. Okay, radishes and cabbages. So we're just gonna do 2 rows of radish and 2 rows of cabbage because they grow multiple times. So that might be a decent amount. And then these were leeks here, right? Yeah. So let me just fill in the missing spots with more leek. Alright. I'll get back to you on that. I've never really played D&D. It's also the matter if we both ever try to do something at the same time, the children tend to become, terrible. Yeah, we're gonna do the other side now. Is this bang? I need to turn on. Is that all its parts? I'm assuming something's there normally. Bang 4? Yes, there it is. I don't know why bang 4 was turned off separately. Okay, there we go. And Neffy said D&D. And I responded. Once upon a time, Oh, I haven't even separated this into the separate pieces yet. For, physics. Okay, but you... Don't tell me, you're for all of them? Rude. Okay, this piece. Oh, that's the weird shadow that's gonna go onto the other section of hair. Okay, you guys here though. Bang for physics. Yeah, so funny enough, I'm working on jotting down cool D&D things you think of. Nice. Yeah, my experience with D&D, is pretty much once upon a time, I had a boyfriend who had a group that was playing, and I was meeting up with they were also my friends, and I was meeting up with them, like after their D&D session, but like I got there a little early. They're like, oh, you can just, you know, watch for the moment as we're almost done with this, and then maybe we can try doing like a one-shot thing afterwards, right? And I'm watching them, I've got no idea what's going on. And then they go to do the one-shot thing, and they're just like, here, this will be your character sheet, and like, what does any of this mean? They're like, don't worry about it. We'll go over it when it comes up. I'm like, okay. And something, essentially, we were going into a cave or somewhere, because it's a little tiny one-shot, just try to show me how to do anything. We weren't really concerned too much with the plot. It was just, we're a group, we're entering this place, and here's a monster. Okay. Someone else goes before me, they attack it, and do a little bit of damage, so I'm like, alright, I guess I'll attack it? And someone explains something I can attack with. I think I was attacking with sword, I can't remember. But either way, start rolling dice, because that's what you do. And I roll a 20. 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 And then like I rolled like a 19. Like, it finally ended off to where, like, I don't keep rolling. I rolled, like, a 19 or an 18. It was still, like, a really high number. And they're just like, so you one-shot the dragon, and, we're gonna end it now, because there's no beating that. And I'm just like, I have no idea what just happened, apart from my luck was so good that I don't have to keep playing this. Because I was just so confused, and all I knew was that I just rolled a bunch of 20s and just crit this thing to death. And that's pretty much the extent of me doing anything. I'm like, this is fine. Okay, oh, right, I wanted bang 3. P for physics. Although we might give, one of these some extra XYs. Okay, that was the LC one, so that can go away for the moment. And then... okay. Was the center bang this one? Did I actually give you physics on the highlight? I did. Okay. Go ahead and give you... right. I guess it's right center? What I wrote? Yeah, because it's like on the face. Oof. Yeah. Campaigns falling through is something that I know of being a constant headache. Because a husband does do the D&Ds, and it's a regularly occurring thing. I get that one. Okay. So for starters, we're just gonna do these. Oh, hello. Why are you so low in count? What's your count like? 18 by 18? Yeah, that one's 16 by 18, but yeah, so like probably a height of 18. Let's try... you're really wide, so maybe 20. Okay, yeah. More like that. Also, sheesh, you do not quite have all the hair in there. Let's undo that. Let me control drag you out because you're just ever so slightly not containing everything. Okay, that's looking okay. You're just mostly that big guy, but we'll still 18. And this one can be by 18 because it's not the outside guy. Good, selected. Thank you. 18. By 18. You're actually just a little bit shorter, aren't you? It's fine. You're actually a bit still wide. There we go. And this one I'm not super worried about. Okay. Now we'll put those on there, now that all of the hair is actually inside the thing. And let's go back to smooth all is what I had been doing before. Lost in the sauce drawing, but I'm reading D&D and now it's chanting in my head. Are you drawing the stickers you mentioned you were working on, or something else? The calm stuff or fun stuff? Speaking of calm versus fun, yeah, still working on sticker calm. Fun. Brain. What was I just thinking? I was thinking things. I was saying them. Yeah, so this guy, obviously, this is just for fun, because it's like a little practice, chibi that Sandrina is selling on their Ko-fi. But I do intend for this to be used by my youngest gremlin as well. So it's, going to hopefully get some actual, like, use as well. And I also might use it sometimes just for funsies, just to be like, look what I did. If I remember correctly, this model actually has, like, the most layers of any model that I've worked on, but that's mostly because the underfill. Because, like, each of these bangs is 3 layers. I'm adding a dark background to cover the small bits, but now I have to clean the edges that are stuck out. Oof. A bunch of D&D and other assorted books on your giant shelf behind you. Yeah, occasionally husband tries to get me into doing something, anything, in regards to the RPGs or the tabletops, because he has lots of, like, Warhammer and other types of things, so, like, not even just your usual D&D stuff, but the other stuff, too. And it's just like, I don't know. Well, and a lot of things do end up being kind of like strategy focused, and I am just not big on strategy. Definitely not in like a group thing. Like, I don't think I'd ever really try to play like a strategy game on stream. Just because I feel like I take forever to think of anything at all. Because, like, my ability to overthink anything at all, essentially, really makes me take forever to come up with a decision in anything. So I'm just like, I don't really want to do that to other people. Yeah, they've done tabletop sim, husband in various groups. Because again, there's been many a groups, many a times this could have been a possibility. There's been in-person things, like, in my own basement, at times too, that, like, plenty of opportunities. It's just, I don't know. This prized set of books is your original Advanced D&D core set, including the Player's Handbook, DM Guide, and Monster Manual that came out, like, 257. That does sound really cool. I don't have to, you know, actively play to know that, like, you know, old original stuff from it would be really neat. This bit. It's also really funny doing just the section of bangs because, like, she just looks like she has, like, a little bob cut. I put it in the YouTube description. I don't know if I said it on here yet, but if my brain just decides, hey, you're done rigging at some point, I'm gonna switch to Play-Doh. Or if I just decide that I'm done with rigging and not even my brain. Because, like, again, I've been sick, so I don't want to stress myself out too much. But, like, I did want to get more of this done. I feel like I haven't gotten to do anything. I want to do something. That section just feels like it's moving over too much. It's better. Not quite. Let me just undo that. This. Well, maybe just stretch it. Like, for the most part, it looks okay shape-wise. I think it's just... yeah. If most of it feels fine, I think this guy might get its own sway in a second. That tiny lift, I feel like, did it. Lift there. Down there. We just want to switch that slightly, I think. Here. Feels like that's growing. Now it feels like it's shrinking. Ever so slightly down. Very, very slight. There we go. Breaking them out like fine china. Understandable, though. I move just the bottom. So that way the top doesn't... because, like, this here looks fine, but I feel like this needs a little bit of a movement. like that. I think this maybe come down a bit with this part going. Just to feel like we're a little curvier. Maybe this can come down more. I might have to grab this guy by himself. He's being a little bit of a butt, not gonna lie. Like the rest of the bang looks fine, and then that part's just like, I'm gonna grow too much and I'm gonna move too much. So you're gonna go ahead and get bang for XY. Your own personal XY deformer. Please do not make me regret this. I already regret this. What is that shape? Right, but yeah, you're like stretching, and you should not be. We hold X, we can do something like this. Maybe rotate something. Ooh. Ooh. Get down a smidge, I think. Go back. Okay, here. On the sole so I can see it better. I just want to take you, put you at the tippy. I did this. I'm just gonna rotate you this way. You've already got that kind of stuck to you. Yeah, let's do this little bit. If not, redo that rotation. Yeah, okay, so what we're gonna do is take that out. Okay. Let's stick you in here for a second. Give you those points, and then stick you back in here where you belong. Nope, not what I wanted to do either. Alright, dink, dink, dink. Maybe here. Yeah, that works out better. Yeah, we were just going a little too high up on the rotation, I think. Not quite going the way I was expecting. And maybe like that. A little too high. Let me just move it to the left. Let's stop doing smooth all for a second. You're causing troubles. So now we're getting a little more visual. I said to turn off the smooth all. So retain control structure, thank you. And do that. I don't like the overall shape that's happening to this thing, but I think it'll be fine. Alright. Yeah, isn't that fun when you know what parts just like are sticking through? I wonder what's happening there though. Like, what is... Whose line is that? Bang 3's underfill. Oh! That's not supposed to be there. Bang Bang 3 underfill. Let's go into your art mesh, please. We're just going to erase that. Check mark. Damn, now it doesn't appear. That was a no-no line. That was a line that said, I'm gonna exist without your permissions. Alright, so we're going this way now. We can go ahead and turn the smooth all back on for a moment. Oop, it just did a weird on me there. That's fine though. Alright. All the weird being to the program than anything. Or my mouse feel more so. I think we need to go for our general scrunching because we're getting smaller. And then we want probably, do I want it to go upwards a bit in the curve? Is it supposed to be getting smaller? We're supposed to have kind of a curve happening. Maybe just a little bit. Probably more like kind of shape. Ever so slightly. Okay. Oh, I think I saw like the little model of Indigo Jones in Prof's Discord. There was like a little sketch with like the reference ideas around it, and then like the little model made from the one thing. I saw that. Neat. Go even further. I think. We'll worry about the stick out portion there, but yeah. A good joke. Let's move further forward. Buddy, is that cats in the video or is the actual cat yelling that loudly? Buddy is not paying attention to me. That is cats in your video, got it. Bottom section's looking okay, the spacing on that's looking okay. I feel like the curve of this is feeling a little, wonky. I don't know if I want it more curved or less curved. Look at that. You need to come in more, that's for sure. Just looking so large. Like, this was feeling okay, but that was a bit much there. We're shrinking a bit. I feel like we're shrinking. I'm gonna pull this out so that we have a more rounded shape. We will. Okay, yeah, so I can safely kind of push that in as well. To make sure that that one little section kind of gets put back where it belongs. Some this. I think at this point, probably outright just drag that down a little bit, shrinking a bit too much. Yeah, it feels like it's shrinking on this side too. Let's pull that down a little bit. It should definitely not be shrinking on this angle. Yeah, that feels better. Here. Anything at this point, it's just that spot right there. So let's retain control structure instead. This down. Okay, let's undo that. It's gonna pull this part down. And then pull it back out. now it feels like it's kind of getting stuck behind this bit, which is what we're going for. There we go. That's feeling... yeah, it's feeling good. Ooh. Put smooth on it on. Puppy curves. Down curves. Less curve on this side, less curve on this side. That's right. This is where the head should be more flat still. Top should definitely go because it should be shrinking. That might actually be what happened. That shrink. Looks good. With the other stuff about the way it was. Right, and then here. I'm gonna go down. I want this to relatively flattish since it's in the center. This should it'll relatively be orange. Let's undo this last couple. I want to grab the whole thing. That section needs to come a little bit. And then this guy here, do you feel like you need any extra special treatment anywhere else? Not really, no. So you and this one, go ahead and synthesize corners for. Alright, time for fear. And puppies. Puppies are so terrible. Start distorting. So that's good. That's fixed. Okay. That's right. I wanted first. I'm pulling it over so that way at least the kind of like the highlight there isn't long. Then I start distorting. Easier to kind of focus that as like my central. That makes the top look pretty decent. So, further. More. So now it's getting a little wider in this space, which makes some sense because, like, it would arguably be falling back, but it doesn't look like it's moving. So out of sync. I'm gonna be honest. Generally speaking, you do your best to make these look super good. If it's not like super perfect, once you put physics in there, it won't be as obvious because this motion, there's going to be a lot more motion happening at the same time. You don't want to rely on the physics covering up things too much, obviously, because like then it's just going to look weird. Like you don't want it to look weird in general. Like if it's not super perfect, it's not the end of the world. It just isn't. That's right, I want it again. A little closer before we start doing our distortion stuff. It's definitely not something you want to rely on. You want it to look as good as possible without doing that stuff, but or without the physics. But like, worst case scenario, like if it's not completely perfect, it's like a little, just like a smidge, something looks just a little tiny bit off. There's a chance that it will look fine in the long run. You just nitpicking it too hard sometimes, you're just gonna be spending your whole day messing with things that in the long run just aren't that important. You gotta know your battles to fight. You want it to look good, yes, on your regular angles. Every now and then, there's that tiny little bit of weirdness where it's not worth fighting it right this second. Especially with everything else I gotta put in here, it might look better once everything else is around, because it'll have more context of motion, you know? At the same time, if I do too much now, it'll look fine now, but then I'll have all the rest of the context come in later, and then suddenly it'll look like real hot garbage, because now we have more context of surrounding motion. So as much as I want this to all look like super good and not have to touch it again, that's just not generally how it goes for me. An extra curving happening there. Okay, here, it's just gone too high up. That side, there we go. And then here, good, and then I didn't even check that one. Okay, that one looks fine. Okay, so this side's looking okay now. Okay. Next. Short. Top should be more. I'm gonna go down a bit. You are coming up too high now. Like that. Might be going forward too much. Don't want you sticking out the backside there either. Like this, I feel like when it comes to this top section, it looks okay here. Maybe it needs to go back a little bit, and then I'll just have to push that in then, if that's the case. Because like it's not being hidden right now, but like I can clearly just push that in on the ends of it and be fine. Let's see, let me look at the rest of this. Okay, that's going down too far in front. What is happening? It's real bad. Okay. Yeah, I think the general size of this is just really off. It's like... Yeah, I think I just have to manually grab this corner and drag it down. Because at this point, maybe I drag that forward a little bit to be a little more dangly. Like, the front of the bang feels okay. Like the bang down by the face feels okay-ish here. It's just that top section is like really out of bounds. It's just going crazy out there. We're just gonna manually grab that guy and I don't know what just happened on that last pull. Yeah, I was not trying to rotate you. Don't do that. That I was definitely doing something wonky. Like this. Like you just straighten it like that and not all that. So now going a little too high up. That's fine. I'll fix that in a second. The rest of it... let's move that up a little bit. Just because the curve of this is getting a little lost. It's to be higher up. I think we're going to do this top corner here first, and then we'll go back to that one down there. It's giving me trouble. In fact, even it's you and you. I can do this, but I can make it just redo that one corner, I think. But for now, we're going to start with the top one, which looks so much simpler. It looks like it's just kind of going to do its thing. Yeah, that's a good starting spot. And then we go into distortion. It's like, this is definitely too far. Go up. Go down. Maybe too much. All of this needs to come down a bit more. Yeah, I think that's a good starting point. I think I then want to grab this though and just put it in a little bit. And then up here, I just want to pull this up a bit. Okay. Now what about side to side? Side to side is going down too much. That I might be able to just... There's literally just like a little bit of a curve happening in the one thing. It's fine. Cool. Okay. And now to here. Yeah, we're just gonna grab you forward. Start distorting. I can't you. Just do more like this. Also, like, not like that at all. That doesn't feel too shabby for the bottom of it. Okay, upwards. Right now I'm just focusing on the bottom part of the bang. It's really easy to adjust the top of the hair on the corner. And like we're probably gonna be messing with its underline in a minute, but okay. Yeah, that's feeling better. And then now that we look at the top, I don't think a distortion is gonna be the solution for the rest of it. Grab you, I think. You. More shrinkage. And then, which one is it? This one. I think I'm gonna take you and pull you in a little bit there. And here, pull you in a little bit. Just to give us a bit more depth, since it is a separate piece. And we can do that. So I've pulled it back a lot on that one comparatively. Go. So now, see, it looks like it's going behind the other hair. I think that's helping a bit here. The only thing now is being blinded by the light. Alright, if my tracking gets worse, it's because I turned the light off that points at my face, but I cannot handle any more of the light. Normally, it doesn't really bother me that much, but today is a different day. Alright, you and you. Do that. Did you clip? I thought I was hitting enter like I need to. Okay. Yeah, because that one was going off the edge, but like it's otherwise looking fine. It's going off the edge just because I moved that one individually. So now it's just on the downwards, right? Let me see. I'm gonna do like this so they're more around here. Let's see, like obviously if I have to have that be out a bit, will, but it does kind of just feel wrong. Like the motion. So let's try hiding it. We push it forward to make it. That motion feels a little better. Yeah, okay. So I don't think I need to hide it. It should just naturally hide behind there or else it looks weird. Alright, let's go ahead and open the physics model for a second. And move our hand around. Alright, I think as soon as we put some physics on the rest of that, we will look like we just have a little bob cut happening. And then in this instance, because all of this hair is like the same length and the same space essentially, I want it all to be moving at like the same rate of speed. So this is going to also go on hair X1 parameters and XY, the first ones that we set up. But then when we get to the next section of hair on the sides, those ones are going to go on a separate one because they're going to be longer, which means they should be slower to move. These ones are going to be fast because they're short, they're lightweight. I'm actually not sure how many sets of physics we're going to end up with just hair alone, but we're going to probably end up with a bit. Because like my little chibi here only has 2 sets, I think, because most of the stuff near the face is on one, but then the ponytail in the back has one. But I also, like, for the chibis, I'm like 2 hair groups at most. It's just a... I don't want to... They're chibis, they're supposed to be pretty basic. I'm not trying to go crazy on them, you know? Alright. I kind of want to start with this side for physics. Part of me also is just like, I want to go back to bed. Alright, where's my hair physics? Hair physics. Alright, let's start with... little guy? No, let's start with the bigger one. It'll help us get our general motion down a bit more. It'll also be helpful because we'll be able to move that with it. And then the only reason the physics for the highlights are getting their own thing is because the physics for this is going across all of those. So for right now, I'm turning that off so it's not distracting because it will just sit there in my face being a distraction. Alright, we're gonna do this in solo mode so I can see it better. And then it's gonna be all of this. Alright. So, I'm gonna try another method of doing this that I know of. I'm gonna highlight like the bottom half of this. I guess with that, let me just make it like a straight, like this. And we're gonna X on this to move it here. We're trying to move like the whole top. Something like that. A good start. And then we go into here and we smooth it out. Goody. So I think that this could just be straightened out. Oh, hello. Did not mean to grab a random point and pull. There we go. So now, let's move it like that. She'll move in that way. I don't feel like actually this needs to come up a little bit. That was too much. Maybe just this corner being properly straightened out would do it a little bit. Much more. Maybe if I push that too. No, I feel like it's not moving enough. Why? My computer just decided to like yell at me. And by yell, I mean, excuse me, doggo? Hi. It just went vroom. I don't quite like how that turned out. I think that's more, I should have done more or less. I just grab it without doing anything. Turn. I need to make sure that, like, top stays pretty still. Gotta remember the right button to click. Here, maybe. No. I'll go back to the way I've been doing it. That can be useful for, like, the midsection, I think, though. Like, when I get to after this first one. I think this first one's gonna be easier if I just do the way I'm used to. The thing I was just doing I know is definitely super useful for, like, the tip of hair, but... I don't want to touch this top section at all, really. That to stay stationary as possible, since it's, right at that, top shape, you know? It's like the silhouette of the hair happening there. Too much, but it has to at least maintain like a smoothness to it, you know? Okay. Yeah, that feels pretty good. I just need to fix that this corner has decided that it's in Guam. Yes, get back in here. There you go. So I'll do something like this to your shape. Okay, the smoothing brush I learned because of it was a V-Bridger video actually. Yeah. That the smoothing brush, it just lines it up to your green points. Green anchors. So we're having problems with where it's going. Line up your green anchors again. And let's go this way. Doot, 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 doot. That has very little motion going that way. Interesting. For the center. Alright. We're gonna make this X1 this way, and then we're gonna go ahead and take an ad lunch break. I need to eat something. And, who does the little man? Little gremlin man. Love game. The doggo's also getting under my feet for some reason. I'm just like, why is everyone attacking me right now? What is happening? Maybe a small motion on that. Yeah, now it feels like the whole thing is shrinking. Okay, so let's not do all that. Okay. That's a little better. It still feels a little bit like you're shrinking though. Don't shrink. Part of it's because that part's folding. I think the majority of the shape feels good. Just need to fix the fact that you always want to fold around like a crazy thing. And like there's no reason to be folding around like this. You wonky. Okay, we can fix that part again. I did some of my fixing of my things. I want to put that more back towards like 25 because I went a little hard too. Okay. It's like here. I need this to whoop, not that box. This, thank you. Let's smooth that out. And let's take a look at. There we go. I didn't want the top here deforming too much. And we can probably make it go just a little bit this way, actually. Give it a little bit of motion as a treat. Maybe a little more motion? Let's see what it looks like inside of there. Yeah, it feels like the bottom's curving in too much. Just redo that one after break. I need the lunch times, so we shall return shortly. You might see me poking around the farm here while I probably eat some food. Yes, we're going to be taking a bit of a break now in order to do lunch and take care of gremlins and such. I think the music just now chose like the pause. There it goes. Yeah, it was just between tracks. But yes, lunchtime break. You'll probably see me poking Rusty's a bit because look, got new corn. We need more beets. Only need like 4 more beets though. Do we need more beets after that? No, those are our last 4 beets. Okay, after that we need more carrots. We need a whole lot for this particular thing, but we need some. And then corn can get a whole field. Our new friend corn. And then we do need a few more. Looks like leeks. We only need what we need for this. The leeks grow twice, 4 times, so we probably just need like 2 rows of leek. I put down a whole bunch of that already. Okay. We'll do 2 rows carrot. And then celery. Give that a whole field. There we go. Alright. Kitty Shark, stop sitting at what's her face's house? Speaking of having haiku now. Name. Let's move biofuel down in her things that she wants to do. And we'll put water above harvest. That's what I normally do. They're the only 2 that can build and move things, so that stays at the top. And then one of them I have focus harvest before water, and the other one watering before harvest. That way at least one of them's doing both of those tasks if needed. Alright. I shall actually go now to do the lunch things. Be back shortly. Hello, welcome in. I'm not sure what happened there, but it seems that the stream must have lost connection, reconnected there. So we're getting another ad break, maybe. But I'm on a lunch break, unsure why that happened. I'm still eating, so I'm just gonna keep the mic off, but I'm also occasionally wanting to poke at things, so I'm just like, we're just gonna do that. Also, what did I do? Hello? I don't remember how that works. How did I make you small? I remember there are buttons for this, but I don't remember what those buttons are. Why are you small? Help. Ah! Oh my goodness. My transition key is set to my left arrow key, and since I was in Rusty's when I switched screens, it made it change sizes. Or maybe it's the right key. I was like, why did Rusty suddenly get so small? But yeah, I'm just gonna mute my mic while I continue working on some hair physics, I guess. Occasionally. Because, yeah, I want to finish the hair physics on these bangs at least, and then probably do some Play-Doh. Yeah, yeah! So arrow keys for some resizing, and then you can up and down scrollies. And spacebar for pausing. I feel like there's some other keys that I just don't remember at the moment that do some stuff. But right-click dragging. Yeah, I know there's other keys, I just can't remember what anything does at this exact second. The brain fog is starting to hit me a little bit. With the, just being kind of sickies, and I'm just like, Oh, I at least want to finish the physics on this one, but at the same time, part of me is just like, I kind of want to, Kinda, yeah, yeah. It's just, I mean, it gets really small. Like, at the same time, you can see a lot more. Like, if I make it really small, you can guys see, like, everything that we've got unlocked is this space. You can still see it above me. And you can see more of the screen. Like, when the farm's bigger, it feels more relevant to do. Especially if I want everyone to be able to see themselves on stream. Yeah. Speaking of Rusty's, though, let's, get some more lettuce growing. Excuse you, phone. Oh, I left my phone, like, in the kitchen. Oh, no.
Ow! What? That's all on my feathers. That's all on my feathers.
Well, that's just a Rusty retirement size. That's a Rusty retirement control. That's not OBS doing that. This is me literally changing the size of the game. It's just that the capture is therefore changing because it's changed the shape. What, Bobby? Yes. Listen to it if you want to. Okay, then don't. To resize it in OBS to make it a weird rectangle. Oh. Yeah, you can put it back to being default shape. And then, do that. Alright, I know I need a lot more lettuce. I'm just gonna make this field here lettuce. And I need to start some onions too. So let's do onions in these fields we just made. Because it's really just like a lot of lettuce that we need and some onions. Corn and carrots still. That's a lot of carrots. This is a bunch of corn. What's up here? Celery. Do I really need any more celery? I do. Need more celery. So that can stay being celery. Kind of the fields we got going on at the moment can stay being those fields. I think that was a couple extra carrots, so those can become lettuce. Okay, Bubby. But yes, continuing to actually, weird thing, Kitty Shark. When I got in the game today, I started this save here, which is new, and it told me that I have the Oasis Desert, and I'm pretty certain to unlock that I would have needed to finish this. Yeah, so when I went to start the thing, someone was yelling at me constantly, I had to tell him to stop. This is just there. And I was like, when did that happen? And I looked and it told me it happened today, like when I opened the game essentially. And I was like, I only just unlocked the forest from doing this one. I was like, I'm still just gonna go to the Blossom Forest instead and get it fully unlocked before I go to the Desert Oasis. But, what? I don't know. I think there was an update recently, and I know they intend to do, a winter update. Because, they were talking about how they essentially developed this game in like 6 months, and then hardcore, went into bug fixing and yada yada and quality of life stuff, and then took like a little break, and now they're trying to get like a little winter thing going on. Which is exciting. Because yeah, apparently they made this game in like 6 months. They were like, man, that Steam Farming Festival would be a great time to release this, so I'm just gonna tunnel vision my life now into this. Which, like, good on them, they did it. They made it. And these couple of things that are respawning, make sure I get a couple things planted so that way I remember what's supposed to be in those things, since I just decided those were all going to stay. Yeah, you guys are celeries up here. We have so much farm. I'm trying to figure out what I want to save up for, because, like, decorations aren't super helpful. You really just need the decorations to go with, Splunk to make sure that you have signs in your fields. Arguably, the signs might help our people actually plant things. Hi, bored. I'm Mom. Indeed. How you doing, Vol? Yeah, so the decorations aren't really needed. The statistics also aren't needed. I'd like to just skip that one until, like, the end, because I don't really need that info. The bees and the upgrades are, like, the two that I really, like, want to save for instead, I think. I'm probably going to next pay for this expansion. And then one of these two I'm going to save up for. I'd prefer the robots, honestly, because getting these guys more efficient makes this a lot easier to maintain. But the bees do help add in a lot more biofuel to our lives without having to, you know, process them. And also, there do seem to be a decent number of just, like, freebies. Freebies! So I think we might do bees up here. I don't know. Because having space is a problem in this place. Freebies! Yeah! Freebies! Bees. Also, it's funny, because I'm eating, like an Alfredo, so it's noodles. When the noodles were hanging out of my mouth, my character's tongue stuck out. I was like, nope, those are noodles. think we are just gonna switch over to plate up. The longer I'm sitting here eating, the more I'm like, I feel done with this for the moment. I might work on these hair physics off stream, honestly, at some point. I was like, going over the basis of how to do it. At the same time, though, I might not. I might just continue to just only work on this on stream. Because I'll think about working on it off stream, and I'll be like, yeah, but I should do that on stream. Every time. So let's go over to the chat screen while I swap this over to the game. I will keep Rusty's up while we play Plate Up as well. Let me get Plate Up. Get my controller, because I play Plate Up with a controller. I saw Kitty Shark playing with a mouse and keyboard, and I was like, how? Let's get that going. Let's go ahead and change your information. And then YouTube, I'm just gonna cut you off, YouTube. Sorry to say. But, for YouTube's, it's better for things to be like a certain category type thing. I don't have a Plate Up thumbnail to make you a new thing, so I'll probably actually just cut this video off earlier at like the lunch break since I didn't do any more rigging after that. But bye YouTube, see you whenever next time is, because I'm not sure since I'm still sick.